crap. Oh, crap. Here we go. It has finally reached the red pill. Dank demoss. Lordy, 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 child. She thinks... You see, each car has a set weight limit it can handle. That is for the passenger and the driver. Now, after a certain weight limit, damage begins to happen with certain cars. Dank demoss sued Lyft because a driver was protecting his main money-making assets. Because a driver is protecting the very thing that makes him money. And that is his BMW. A BMW is not going to handle that much weight. Let me explain something to you. Dank demoss weighs about 400 pounds plus. Would you like to know the lightest weight I've ever carried in a semi-truck? 400 pounds. The lightest weight I've ever carried in a semi-truck was about 300 or 400 pounds. Dank demoss weighs more than one of my lightest loads. Dank demoss. Oh yeah. Dank demoss weighs more than one of my lightest loads. Dank demoss can actually qualify for a bill of lading. I'm not shaming her. I'm just telling the truth. I mean, it's her life. But dank demoss weighs more than my lightest load. Dank demoss can qualify for a bill of lading. In fact, I could, with her weight alone, I could make a decision on whether to put it over the drive tires or over the tandems. If you do not like it is just what it is. And I mean, it's just what it is. She weighs more than one of my lightest loads. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've got a pretty light load coming back. The load I currently have that I'm waiting to swap with weighs about 3,527 pounds. Dank demoss can almost be can just about be a unit of measurement when involving weight and balance. Dank demoss is probably on a no-fly list because it would throw off the weight and balance of the plane. I am stating facts. Feelings do not care about facts. If she wants to live like this, I wish her the best. Like I said, you do you, boo. You do you, boo. But I'm going to state the facts. I don't care about the feelings of Dank demoss or her fans. I stand with that Lyft driver. She weighs about as much as some engine blocks. Yeah. She weighs as much as some vehicles' transmissions. She weighs as much as I think a Dana 44 dry axles. Yeah, Dana 44 axles. A Jeep Wrangler's rear axle is lighter than her, which is impressive. Much lighter. This is the sole reason that when I applied for Uber, I am so glad, I'm so happy that I was denied. I am happy that I was denied for Uber. Because then I'd have to deal with entitled people like Dank demoss, and she is pretty entitled. I don't care that you're a rapper. I don't care that you're a singer. I don't care that you're an actor. If I am driving a car that is of high end, and I know the limits of my car. Most men know the limits of their vehicle. No, you're not getting an ethical. And you know what? To be honest with you, what Dank demoss is going to do is going to spark something in men, because since we're just going to lose our jobs since no matter what we're going to lose our jobs, whether we're polite or not. Because of that, men are going to be rude. Men are going to be absolutely, abhorrently rude because of Dank demoss. It's going to start. Now it's going to go from, I'm sorry, but my car cannot handle that. It will do damage to the suspension, the struts, and the tires, and potentially the chassis, and damage the components of the engine. But guess what's going to happen? They're going to get rude. Now that men know that they're going to lose their job anyway, it's going to be like, you just, you are too big. You weigh as much as you weigh as much as my engine block, if not more. You weigh more than my transmission. One of your legs can be my drive shaft. The lower legs can be my drive shaft. Your thighs combined with your legs can be my differential. Men are just gonna get rude. Dank demoss has now opened up a can of worms that men are just basically saying, you know what, if I'm going to get fired, I'm going to have a choice between doing damage to my car and have to pay out of pocket for the repairs, or I'm going to get fired. So, you know what? Some men are going to do damage to their car because they need the money right then and there. Other men are just going to get rude and say, you are a whale. They're just going to be rude because they know that they're going to lose their job no matter what. So they're just going to be flat out rude. They're going to show the dark side of men. Any man that is a Lyft driver is going to be mean and rude as heck, you know, and they're going to be like, oh no, I'm not even going to log in. I'm going to basically, like I said, they're going to get rude and they're going to report themselves. Because you know why? Because she has opened up that section in men's minds. Men have a section that we keep our deepest, darkest thoughts deep inside. And now that social media has been allowed to advertise this stuff, now you're going to open up a can of worms that men are just going to be like, you know what? If I'm going to lose my job and do damage to my car, I'm going to lose my job. So I'm going to be the meanest. I'm going to have a competition to where I'm going to be the biggest freaking piece of work. That's the thing about Dank demoss. What Dank demoss has done. There's no body positivity. Now there's just basically, I'm going to be the meanest son of a gun on earth. That's what Dank demoss has opened up. And basically, within the next few months, it's just going to be rude Lyft Uber driver after rude Lyft Uber driver, and they're going to get fired. And what's going to happen that's going to cause Lyft and Uber loss of money, because now it's going to be like, either they're going to refuse the loads. If you're like, oh, what's her name? It's a chick? Sounds like a chick's name. I'm not picking her up. It's going to be like, sounds like a chick's name. I'm not picking her up. Or, I'm going to be a rude son of a gun because you are a biggin. That's pretty much what it is. Men are just either going to be rude or they're just not going to pick up women. And there's not very many female Lyft drivers, female Uber drivers. But hey, what do I know? This is Red Pill in the Wind signing off.